Welcome to Optivi AI, where we help brands track, analyze, and optimize their visibility on Gen AI platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and others. Let me give you a quick demo of the Optivi AI platform. So after you log in, first thing you will see is the dashboard, where let's say if you have an agency plans, you can see multiple plans. If you have a basic plan, it will be basically one brand. So let me start from the brand details. So first, when you sign up, you will be able to create the brand and put all the details. So I will show you a pre-filled one from our demo. So this is where you fill up your brand information, which include, let's click here and see, we have the brand name and website, the industry, the business model, some description about the brand, your social media or any other website or URLs your brand own, your target market, your products and services, your generic keywords, brand keywords, product keywords. So generic keywords is the business basically, or the business you are in or the industry you are in. The brand keyword is how your brand name or something recognizable by your brand. Product keywords is like your product models or certain product names you have. Then you can list your competitors with their keywords as well, with their website. Then I think this part is very interesting, which is you list your customer persona. So you might have different customer persona. You can list them there with their characteristics or tags. And with all of that, you save it or you create your brand. You have your brand added to the system. Now, this is very important because this will influence how prompts are generated based on your customer persona, based on your competitors, and they are being pushed to all the LLMs, and they are being tracked and analyzed. The result will be tracked and analyzed. So let's see, for example, here, first thing you will get is the brand overview. So this is the brand overview. So this is give you a high level overview on how your brand is doing on Gen AI platforms. This is of course evolving, and we're adding new features and new charts all the time. So the main thing you can see is the visibility score. So the visibility score is a number. It's very helpful for you to know how you are doing, and it gives you the whole performance of your visibility on Gen AI. And also, if you want to know like how are you doing, so if you just get a number 59, what does even 59 means? You can benchmark it against your competitors. So you can see, are you above your competitors? Are you almost at the same level? Are you below your competitors? So you can also benchmark it against your competitors. Second thing is you will see all the prompts, whether you have a brand mention or you do not have a brand mention. So all these prompts which you do not have a brand mention, depend on the prompt, they are missed opportunities basically. And you can see them categorized by the LLM. You can, let's say, go by just OpenAI, or if you want to see everything, you can go with everything. So where did these prompts come from? So that I should maybe step back and show you the prompt. So after you created your brand, if you remember, the next step which you will see through the onboarding, it will ask you is to look at the prompts. So when you look at the prompts, you can, if you have your own list of prompts, you can add a custom prompt, or you can let the system generate different number of prompts based on different persona. So you can pick and choose which persona you want to generate prompt for, or you can just select everything, increase the number of prompts here if you want. And this will generate basically 20 generic prompts for each persona you have. So now what does generic prompt, brand prompts, and product prompts mean? Generic prompt basically is kind of a discovery level where a customer might asking very general question like, what is the best car in the market for the year 2025 for a family of 4, etc., etc. So they're still discovering. They didn't mention your brand. They didn't mention a competitor. They're just discovering. Now, after a few prompts like this, they might narrow down and they might ask, which one better? Is it this model of Mercedes, or is it this model of, or let's say, is a Mercedes SUV better or a BMW SUV better? So now they're going from discovery to considering a brand. And then product is even one level deeper, where they comparing specific models, specific features in those ones. So each one of them will help you understand how AI is talking about your brand. Okay, so once you have all the prompts generated, you configure which LLMs you are interested in. So maybe you're interested in ChatGPT 5, maybe you're interested in Perplexity, maybe you are interested in, let's say, Grok. You like these three models, you like those, you save it. Now, our analysis will always pick those models and we'll do the analysis based on those models. So let's go back to the brand overview again. This is where you get your brand visibility score against competition. You look at the prompts, and then you have some analysis where does those LLMs pick the data from. So you can again drill by LLM, or you can see overall. So you can see, for example, a lot of the LLMs are using this blog when they're looking at cars and stuff, especially on the generic level. So most of this data you see here is coming from the generic prompts, not coming from brand prompts or product prompts. Because if you're looking at brand prompts or product prompts, most likely your brand will mention. We are looking now at the discovery level, at a very high level, at industry level, at market level. If the LLMs are mentioning your brand, where they are citing the information. Again, we are looking at the keywords, and if a prompt has this, let's say, luxury car keyword, how many times, or what is the percentage of prompts with these keywords is your brand mentioned? So for example, here, luxury car, BMW is mentioned 100% based on those prompts we generated and we analyzed, but best SUV under 300K, it's only mentioned at 33%. So this is what this means. Now, your first party data, if LLM is using your website or your first party data, here you see which pages, which website they are using, and this is a split over the different LLMs, and this is sentiment. So when LLM mentioning you, are they mentioning you positively, neutral, negative? So what is the dimensions like? So we take the key drivers, key sentiment driver as the generic keywords, and then we look at how they've been mentioned. Later on, you can click and see the exact mention, the exact prompts that had those mentions. So this is the brand overview. Then we have competitor analysis, because first we want to understand the overview of the Gen AI and your brand. Then we are drilling to the competition. We are looking how you're doing against the competition. So we have some ranking index. Brand ranking index is actually for both BVS, the brand visibility score, or the brand ranking index. You can see how we are getting the score. So this one is using mention share, sentiment, and keyword overlap, in addition to prominence and competitive strength. So this is how the BRI, or brand ranking index, is calculated, and same thing for your competitors. So this is the brand mention. What is the percentage? Let's say BMW mentioned versus Mercedes versus Audi. This is the competitors you have configured in the brand details, if you remember. This is the sentiment. So how you and your competitors being mentioned in terms of sentiment. Is the so you can see Mercedes, the sentiment is more positive, while BMW is slightly lower and mostly neutral. And then this is the keyword overlap. So if a prompt that has certain keywords, is it covering you? Are you being mentioned in the AI response for that keyword? Also your competitors. So for example, this keyword, only BMW being mentioned. This keyword, BMW, Audi, and Mercedes being mentioned, and you can see the count for each one of them. And if there is certain keywords nobody mentioned, they will be under here, missed opportunities for the keywords that you can optimize for. Missed opportunities is certain prompts that you should be mentioned there, but you are not, but your competitors are being mentioned. Okay. So the competitor analysis, then we are doing a website audit. So we will scan your website. We look at it from SEO, GEO perspective. Now, currently, this is more SEO driven. More GEO features we will see here in the website audit. However, we are doing GEO in the optimization, but you are not seeing everything here. But later on, we will add more GEO metrics and signals here. But so this one will help you understand also about your current SEO, whether it's being able, for example, whether you have header 1 presence, whether you have header 2 presence. So you can see H1, H2 doesn't exist, H2 exists, a single H1 doesn't exist, H1 presence doesn't exist. The word count, total links, any broken links, any broken images, the alt text, etc. The structure of the data. So you can see how your website from technical SEO is doing. Then we have the optimization. So those are recommendations based on the analysis of the brand overview and the competitors and the website audit. We will give you 3 types for now of optimization. First one is geo-specific optimization. Second one is technical visibility fixes, and the third one is sentiment-based fixes. So you will see different action points for each one of them. You can track them and you see what you have done. You can press up on which you want to skip, you can skip. And after you're doing this, we can track and measure and see how did your visibility score. Did it improve? Is it still the same? And our system will get smarter and will give better recommendations based on how our system evolving, based on how brand visibility evolving, and based on the optimization you have implemented. I'll show you also quick things to see in the system. So if you need support, you have help and support here. So you can open tickets, you can watch the demo video here. And also something very cool is we have the roadmap. So the roadmap will show you all the features we have planned or we are working on or we are considering for the next 4 quarters. And if you have a suggestion for us, suggest a feature. And if you like some of those features, you can vote it up. If you think something is not a high priority, you can vote it down. So this will help us always deliver to you the best value. So this is what Optivi AI is capable, and there will be a lot of new and cool features coming soon. You can subscribe to an annual plan or to a monthly plan. We have different pricing here. Feel free to choose and pick what you like. We have different plans that's suitable for a small SME all the way to an agency. So, and we are very generous with the annual plans. So feel free to see what you like, and let's talk soon. Thank you.